LPGA golf instructor. In this video, I want to talk about how to stop swaying in your golf swing. So it's important to turn correctly in the swing. It's a big component to a good swing. A sway basically means that you have too much lateral movement and it's independent of your turn. So I like to say that, we're supposed to shift our weight in the swing. In the backswing, the weight shift happens kind of in the second half of the backswing, and you don't want to shift independent of your turn. So you're going to turn and shift kind of together. So what it should look like is you swing, turn, and shift. So it's like this, swing, turn, and shift. When you shift correctly, your weight should be on the inside of the right foot at the top of your backswing. If you shifted too far or moved laterally, your weight will be on the outside of the right foot. So a good checkpoint is to make sure at the top of your backswing, you feel like you're on the inside part of your right foot. Right here, okay? Any time you move laterally, the problem is you're kind of doing that separate from the turn. So usually when I see people swaying, they're not turning, they're moving laterally. They might turn, but they're not doing it together. So you want to feel like you swing, turn, and shift. So I'm turning and then the shift happens while I turn, and that helps me get into a better position, more over the inside of my right leg or my right foot at the top of the backswing. Okay, we don't want a reverse pivot where our hips go left, of course, on the backswing. You want to feel like you move in the direction your club's swinging, so your body shifts. If you're in the backswing, you shift back a little bit. As you swing down, you're in line with the ball as you hit it. So we're not hitting the ball from back here or too far ahead. We're in line with the balls we hit, and then we keep moving forward and finish our shift so that our weight's on the mostly on our left side at the end of the swing. Okay, a good drill to work on turning correctly is I like to put a club on my shoulders, kind of cross my arms here, and then you're just going to get in your stance, bend your knees, get your hip bend correct, and then you're going to turn, and you're going to feel like you just turn without shifting. So, and in a good backswing, the shoulders would turn up to 90 degrees. You don't have to turn quite that far, but you don't want to turn more than 90 degrees usually. And the hips would turn about half that distance, or 45 degrees. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio of shoulder turn to hip turn. Because of that, you want to feel like your shoulders turn before your hips. So you're going to wind up, so you're turning the shoulders and then the hips. A good drill to work on that is if you swing halfway back and stop, at this point make sure your hips are back to square, so you haven't turned at this halfway back point. So just go halfway back and stop and check, okay, I haven't turned my hips, so that looks good. If I have, it would look like this, and then you got to keep your hips back to square. So your hips are going to move more the second half of the backswing. Once you get to halfway back where your shoulders and your arms have moved back to halfway, then from there the hips start to turn, and from there everything moves together to the top of the swing and stops together. So just like that, okay? So you want to be in a good, powerful, balanced, and solid position at the top of the backswing. Okay, so shifting your weight is just going to look like that, okay? And then when we do this drill, we're going to work on just turning, okay? And you want to stay level as you do this, maintain your posture and your angles. So from this view, when you work on your turn, you're going to turn your shoulders perpendicular to your spine angle. So if my spine's looking like that, I want to turn left shoulder goes low on the backswing, and then you're going to reverse that on the downswing, and then you come up at the end. But you want to just feel like you're staying level, staying the same height, just like that. And you can work on, so from this side, just looks like that. Your head stays pretty stable. Your head might move an inch, like to the right, and an inch to the left on the backswing and the downswing and follow through. But if you're moving your head like, 4 inches, it's too much lateral movement. So you're going to keep your head pretty stable and just work on turning. Okay, the shoulder plane actually stays the same. So you have a plane for your swing, but also like for your shoulders. So this angle you set up on with your shoulders, you're going to turn on the same plane on the backswing and the downswing, so it looks like that. So you don't want to, you know, move up, change that plane. You don't want to move up or dip. You want to try to stay level with that shoulder plane. All right, so again, we don't want to sway, so just swing and turn, swing and turn.